Hey everyone, I'm the Novican. As most of you will probably know, Overwatch competitive play will be releasing by the end of this month. In preparation, I wanted to make some videos highlighting things you can do to step up your game as competitive goes live. Overwatch is a highly team-oriented game, where most of the time you will be queued up with randoms who you have to work with in order to win. This can be challenging, but I think there's some simple things everyone can do to become a better team player in Overwatch. My first tip, and what I think is probably the most important thing you can do to become a successful competitive player, is to play every hero. I see a lot of people in places giving the advice to get good at about one hero from each hero type, but I think this way of thinking is flawed and is remnant from other team-style games like MOBAs, where a type of champion is good in one specific role. However, in Overwatch, the variation even between the heroes in a category is huge. Not every tank or DPS hero should be used in the same way. Take Roadhog and Reinhardt for example. Both are tank heroes, but their playstyles are extremely different. Reinhardt should be used for blocking damage and protecting the team while pushing an objective, whereas Roadhog should be used to control points and entryways where he can single out targets and prevent pushing even without the team near him. Sometimes in a game you'll need to fill either one of these roles, but if you're only familiar with one or the other, you probably aren't doing the best in the situation. I think the best suggestion is not just to become an expert at every hero. It's okay to have a pool that you like more or are better at, but you should become familiar with every hero, so should the situation arise that it's really necessary, you can. My advice then is to put at least an hour into every hero. This will give you a base knowledge of their playstyle that will help you to be able to play them and even counter against them later on. Of course, the more work you put in, the better off you'll be. The next thing that is vital to being a valuable team member is to not be afraid of switching heroes during the game. Swapping out heroes is a key part of the game that makes it valuable to play and can allow for the swing a team needs to be able to win. I've seen some people say that switching should be taken out of competitive play, but I don't think that the game could work without it. The inability of a team who is losing to a comp that initially counters theirs would be nearly impossible to come back from. Swapping gives Overwatch its dynamism and counterplay potential that is paramount to the strategy of the game. So when you're in a game and you feel as though you aren't contributing, look at the other team and pick a hero that can be better used against them instead of trying to do the same thing over and over. Don't waste time letting a Bastion mow your team down while you're trying to push the objective. Just switch to Widow or Genji and push for that victory screen. The last couple things are less Overwatch specific and are more just general things to make you a better player overall. The first is to be the bigger player. This is your classic life lesson, but don't let anyone bring you down just because they auto-locked Widow after you did. I know that you care about this game and want to do better because you're watching this video right now, so you know that you don't need two Widows. Don't be stubborn and say, I'll just have to be the better Widow and then he'll switch. Just switch. Leaving holes in a comp is bound to lose when going up against an equally skilled team. Secondly, communicate with other players. Blizzard built us this nifty push-to-talk chat system, so we should all use it. Bind it to a mouse key or move it somewhere easier for you. Just try and find a way to use it because it can be vital to your success. Becoming really good at communication with teammates can be hard, so start practicing simple callouts in game now. Use the objective to call out position, so say tracer right of payload, and that's 10 times more helpful than just saying tracer to our right, where there's no relation for other players. Lastly, I just want to say, go practice. All of these things can and will help you, but the only try and true way to get better is to put in the work. This doesn't just mean going into quick play and playing for 5 hours mindlessly. It means analyze your playing, find your weak spots and define the problems. Use this to test out new ways to solve them, and try and implement them into your own gameplay. If you set goals and practice techniques, you can reach the level you want to be at. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I know I said some really optimistic stuff in there, and this is a team game, so inevitably there will be those toxic players who just don't want to do any of this. But as long as we all try our best and go one player at a time, maybe we can make a difference. So if you liked the video, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys out there.